everybody, Jonathan Retired Rider. Well, we got some new stuff put on the Harley, and I'm pretty excited about it. So let me bring you in here a little closer and show you guys what we got. So we got some new handlebars. Thank God. Those old handlebars were just horrible. Just the stock handlebars were just horrible. But we did get some new LA Chopper 12-inch Touring Ape Hangers, and they are excellent. They look really nice. They look way better than the stock, and I got a good feeling, we haven't had it out on the road yet, but I got a good feeling they're going to be much better on my hands, neck, and shoulders. So if you go over here and take a look at the stock handlebars, I mean, as light as they are and what they're made of, I mean, they're cheap. They're cheap handlebars. So yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with the new ones. They look really good. Sorry about the shadow. They look really good, and like I said, I think they're going to be a much better ride, much better fit for us. We also got the clear windshield, so when we do our moto vlog, I won't always have that clear windshield on there. I like my dark windshield, so that'll definitely only be on there when we do a moto vlog. But yeah, she's looking really good. You guys know all the Willie G stuff. We ain't going through that. But they're just a big improvement from what we had on there. Now I could have went with taller, you know, ape hangers, but then you have to change a lot of the wiring and the wiring harness and things like that. And to be honest with you, we barely had enough wire length on our wires and cables just to get these on. So it ain't the greatest looking as far as how the cables and wires are ran. It's not, you know, perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. I don't think it takes too much away from the bike. But like I said, I think it's going to be a great help to me as far as my hands go, my shoulders go, and things of that nature. Because as you guys know, if you watch my channel, you know I have a lot of issues with arthritis, and you guys already know that. I'm sorry. I know I repeat myself, and it's hard when you're taking long trips. You know, when you got to lean over. You can't sit back. You feel like you can't sit back into your seat. You got to lean over, because these stock handlebars are they're horrific. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you would think Harley would put a better handlebar on the their motorcycles, but I mean, it is what it is. Like I said before, it almost feels like came off a bicycle, pedal bike. But these over here on the new ones, I mean, they're thick, they're strong, they're heavy, and like I said, I think they're just going to do way better. So we'll get it out when the weather breaks and give it a test run and see how they feel. It actually, the job went pretty well. I was going to pay my guy that does my work for me to put them on, and then I said in here the other day, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to give it a shot myself. You know, as you guys know, I was a mechanic for many years. I thought there shouldn't be an issue with me doing it. I just didn't really want to do it particularly, but once I got into it, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you got to take off. The headlight cover, you got to take off, of course, the bat wing, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that's got to come off, but if you take your time, it's no big deal. The hardest part of the job was basically fishing the wires down through the handlebar. So that was the biggest part of the job. But I basically I was thinking about it for a little while. I thought, how am I going to pull this through the cable and for the throttle? And I was like, I don't know. And I tried to put it through, and it just wasn't making the bend. So I just kind of looked over on the shelf, and lo and behold, there was some weed eater string, and we just taped it to it and just took our time and fished it through. So turned out pretty good, went pretty well once we got that part done. Yeah, it wasn't so bad, and it's just putting it back together. So I spent an evening doing that, and saved a little money. I told my buddy Ken at the Pro Stock Performance, said, man, I wasn't trying to steal any work from you. I just figured I'd try to give it a shot and do it myself. But so it turned out pretty good. And like I said, we did get the windshield, so that's 5 minutes. That's a piece of cake right there. So we're happy with the Harley being done. As you can see, the garage looks a little empty because if you guys watch the video, you know that we did sell the Vulcan and it's off to its new home. So, but we're not saying we're not going to buy another bike, but right now we're waiting for the wife to go through the class to see if she's gonna ride two wheels, and if she does, chances are of me buying a second bike are probably slim to none at that point, because as you can see, we don't have a ton of room here in the garage, so we don't want to be bumping bikes together. So we'll have to wait and see what the wife does, and if I do buy another bike, it's probably going to be another Road King or something like that. It will be my second bike will be a Harley, but we have to see what the wife's going to do, and then we'll go from there. But again, I'm impressed with them. I mean, they're just made so much better than what Harley had on there. I knew those handlebars weren't great, the stock handlebars, but I didn't know how thin and how just, the material they were made out of just wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. So, like I said, can't wait to get it out on the road. It won't be long. Got a lot of great things in store for you guys. Got a lot of good trips coming up, and we're excited about that. So hang with us and stay tuned, and we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time doing all that. You guys have a great day. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care now.